from all over the Southeast. My name is Reilly. I go by Ren. I attend the University of South Florida in St. Pete. This is my second time attending the SSREC, and what an amazing year it has been. When I attended my first SSREC, I had never organized an event on campus. I had never tried reaching out to students to have a petition signed. I didn't even really think of myself as a leader. But since SSREC last year, I learned to do all these things and more. Last year was my first year at my university. Stepping foot on my campus, I knew my next step would need to be to find the environmental club. I knew I needed to find people to work on projects with so I could be more successful with my major. But I didn't know what I needed to do. At my first club meeting, the vice president, who some of you know, Megan Demchar, mentioned this trip to Athens, Georgia to attend a conference. I had never attended a conference before. Raise your hands, make some noise. Who's at their first environmental conference? Right on. Awesome. This is going to be so great. So I'm glad I attended my first SSREC in 2010. It was the best choice I had ever made for myself. When I left from the conference, I left with a new direction in my life and more confidence in myself. The Monday after my first SSREC, I started joining in on the state network conference call in Florida, the Florida Yes Coalition. This made all the difference. Having a weekly conference call to share ideas, suggestions, and encouraging each other helped me grow stronger as a leader and organizer. Now that I've been on the call for over a year, I can hear in other people's stories that they are growing as stronger leaders and organizers. Also, now that it has been a year, there are new voices on the phone. And it is both my pleasure and extremely humbling to be available for new people to help them grow as stronger leaders and organizers too. As a network, Florida Yes has been gaining political power by lobbying and showing up to events and rallying. We are organized by having working groups that talk about specific topics such as sustainable agriculture and planning our next retreat so that we can cover more ground and really get things done. Last year, because of being connected with the Florida Yes Coalition, my university was one of the first of 3 to pass the Student Green Energy Fund. And Florida Yes is not stopping there. With organization, persistence, and a goal, we are ready to stand up together as Florida for a 100% clean energy economy. We are going to make sure that Florida goes blue in the 2012 election because our planet cannot afford another president who does not agree with clean energy solutions. So I encourage all of you to get connected and get active with your state network or talk to someone who does. There are so many opportunities to learn and so many opportunities to find out about awesome leaderships and fellowships. Another awesome event that happened in my life last year was Power Shift. Seeing 10,000 young people who shared my vision was so inspiring. But I knew that 10,000 was actually a small number because I knew that there were thousands of young people who wished that they could have been there. Over the summer, I spent 9 weeks in DC working with Ethan Nuss at the Energy Action Coalition. I called hundreds of young people all over the country. Yes, I called some of you, and it is so great to see some of y'all face to face, so please come introduce yourself to me. It would be so great to have a conversation. So after Power Shift, there were more states getting their networks together. There are more states planning conferences, and we are all getting connected. There's nothing more powerful than all of us learning from each other and working together toward a 100% clean energy economy. When I chose my major of environmental science and policy, my parents were worried. They were worried that I wouldn't find a job. They were worried that I wouldn't be able to support myself. So to earn their blessing for my decision toward my path down a risky, in their eyes, major, I told them I would work hard to make sure that there would be something out there for me when I graduate. More importantly, I promised this to myself. I went from being a new student at a university to working in DC in less than a year because I took advantage of as many leadership opportunities as I could working in my state network and with my environmental club on campus. I still don't know exactly what I want to do when I graduate. I don't know where I'll be or where I'll even want to live, But I do know one thing. I have the skills to be an effective organizer and the confidence to be a great leader. And all of this was sparked by attending the Southeast Student Renewable Energy Conference.